Hey everyone, this is Yeshua said my name, YSMN from Piney Park. I'm taking you a little bit of a different route today, a couple different routes actually. Hopefully my cell phone battery will hold out, it won't die on me. But I have yet to take you down to the lake itself and show you the docks and some of the surrounding wooded areas near the lake. And again, I'll try and try and move slowly for you guys. As always, in these trail walks, let me know if you see anything unusual that I might have missed. But down here is it's just one of the many docks that people keep their boats. And I wanted to show you some of the beautiful coloring. There's some of these fall leaves that are changing colors now. But, they have little pavilions over there you can sit in and enjoy. But look at all the colors on the lake. And if you look online, there's hundreds of acres worth of lake here. Hundreds of acres worth of lake. So I haven't had a chance to really give you guys a clear shot of just some of the lake. I mean, this is just a portion of it, of what's here. Beautiful this time of year. Today is the best day out of the week. The rest of the week I think is supposed to be rather windy and cold here, so I figured I would just show you guys the just a portion of the lake. Let me zero in on some of these colors and see if they're coming in for you or not. They have a nature center here where you can visit animals. They have a vending machine area here at the boathouse. I believe it's up that way. I'm not going to visit there right now. I always pack my own food and snacks. But I'll pause it for a second and pick back up again during another trail that I haven't taken you on before. But I just wanted to show you a little bit more of the lake view, because I've yet to bring you down here and show you the lake view. All right, so one more second, we'll pick back up. Okay, let's continue here. I took the advice of a subscriber and I ended up purchasing a $3 pair of highly mirrored sunglasses. So hopefully this is a little better. I'm a little out of breath because I just came up these stairs here. And still got a way to go behind me. My foot's still healing, so. But I purchased these yesterday at a dollar store for like $3.99 because I didn't have a highly reflective pair. The other pair I had, the lens came loose last time I was here and actually fell out. So, I took your advice, you know who you are, to go ahead and get myself some highly reflective sunglasses, so I did, and that's what I'm wearing today. But I'm taking you up this flight of stairs, and of course we're leaving the lake area that I just showed you. Isn't it beautiful? And I'm going to take you on some new trails that we've yet to see yet, okay? Pause it again for a second and be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. I'm gonna take you on a trail that I've yet to take you on. I'm gonna have the camera pointing to my left because off to my right there's not much to look at but pavilions. So I'm just gonna have this pointing off to the left as we walk up a new trail. And I did happen to find a pair of better hiking boots for myself. My foot is already doing a little better this morning. They've got really good stabilization and shock absorption, so I figured I'd put those boots on. And it rained last night, so I also wanted some boots to give me good traction through the woods. So I've never taken you up this particular way before. Now this is interesting. What's that doing there? Huh. I just always try and look for anomalies, that's all. I'm not saying it's anything, guys. I'm just saying, isn't that interesting? I mean, it's just stuck out of the ground. So it seems like every time I come here I end up finding something very unusual. Whether it's branches swaying back and forth in the wind with no one there, arches or acorns being thrown at me, wood knocks, images in my sunglasses. But this starts up here. I'd guesstimate it being about 2.5 feet tall, and it's driven right into the ground here. Let me see if I can move it. I can't pull it out of the ground. It is in there. I can't pull it out. But it just stands out as anomalous to me. I've heard sometimes that Sasquatch beings will leave markers, whether it was that bent sapling I showed you where my phone died twice, to show you what side of the road to stay on or what not. But well, I just happened to come across this. Never seen this before. I'm coming down a new area, so I just figured I'd show you that. I think that's unusual. Okay, on we go. If you happen to notice anything else unusual, be sure to let me know, guys. And I will try and move a little bit more slowly as we're filming. So if anything catches your attention, you can let me know. I'll even zoom in on certain areas if you want. Some of these trees have already lost their leaves. There's only a few left that have some of the colors left on them. That's kind of a shame. What happened was we went through a couple of weeks here of near freezing temperatures and high winds, which made it very difficult for me to get out here and film for you. But I definitely thought that one twig was rather anomalous. I haven't seen anything like that out here, quite like that. The last time I've seen anything like that was in my own backyard. Here's another view of the lake. Let me zoom in for you. There still might be a little bit of colors down there you can look at. Hold on one second. Let me zoom in. All right, let me pause it for a second. I'm going to take you up a different trail. All right, so as you can see, guys, I do my best to stay on marked trails. There's a trail, of course, that goes that way. I'll go down that way soon. I've yet to take you down that way, but there's a trail up this way as well that I've yet to take you on, so I think I'll follow this first. This is closest to the lake area, and then I'll take you down down the other trail closest to the water. It's just the perfect day, guys. There's barely a slight breeze out here, and it's supposed to be about 65 degrees here today. Very light winds. So I figured today would be the better day to come out and do a trail walk. And after I upload this trail walk for you guys, I'll probably do a live stream sitting at a park bench in a nice area in the woods, and we can enjoy a live stream together. But as you can see, I do have my sunglasses on, my mirrored sunglasses. So of course, you know, I'm always hoping not to find anything in them, but if you do, please let me know, or maybe I'll notice something. I don't know. It was the Holy Spirit that brought it to my mind. What was it? Maybe a month ago when we did a trail walk through here, that brought it to my mind to check them. Like I said, I found these at a pretty good price yesterday at a dollar store. So, because my other pair broke, and I thought, oh, I'm getting out here tomorrow to film. What am I going to use? So, yeah, the Lord brought me across the right pair. So, I'll continue to, and as I do the live stream later, guys, I plan on trying to just leave the sunglasses on as we're doing the live stream. I'm not trying to be, you know, impersonal about it, but I want to know if I'm being surrounded or watched by anything while we're discussing exposing the enemy. So that's why I'll be wearing them during the live stream later, okay? But let me focus ahead again. And like I said, this is a trail that I've yet to take you down, at least that I can remember. The sun's like right in the perfect spot. It's kind of hard for me to see. It's like it needs to get a little higher in the sky for me. You know that old song where I feel old even when I hear it, Blinded by the Light? I kind of feel dated when I even think about that song right now. But again, let me notice if you see anything anomalous, unusual. Beautiful picture of the lake area here. I haven't taken you through this trail walk this way down where the lake is yet, so I figured I would do that. There's an interesting arch over here. You know, like right through here. I don't know if it means anything, maybe not, but all right. And sometimes, you know, I mean, some things you can tell are natural tree fall, and other things you can tell, like what I found in my yard the other day, where it was deliberately bent over with opposable thumbs and placed behind two branches that kept it in place, and it was driven into the ground. I found that very anomalous. All right, let's pan this way here. And you know, guys, you know, I watched a video recently from T-Carp, Scott Carpenter's son, and bless his heart, I remember him, I think our brother Scott Carpenter is buried out near where one of the trails he used to walk out in the Great Smoky Mountains. And Scott's son, T-Carp, actually did a walk, I think like a 5 or 6 minute walk in the woods after he visited his father's gravesite. I miss Scott so much, guys. I know you do too if you follow his channel. I mean, what I'm doing right now is hardly comparison to what he did, but I'm doing my best just to bring you guys evidence of anything that might be unusual, just like Scott did. But, you know, in the title of T-Carp's video, he said he was trying to overcome fear. I remember that was the title of his video, Overcoming Fears. And I remember he left his father's gravesite and started walking a trail that Scott used to walk in the Tennessee mountains. And he said, I refuse to not let myself enjoy the woods and get outside and enjoy what God has given me. And for the past 6 weeks, like I told you guys, oh, I'm praying about it. I don't know if I'll come back out because of what I did see in my sunglasses, what you guys saw as well. And even a couple brothers emailed me pictures of these dark Sasquatch figures standing next to trees looking at me. So naturally, I was questioning the Holy Spirit whether I should come out again or not. And I feel from the Holy Spirit, why should I deny myself exercising like I have for the past 20 years here, enjoying these trails, enjoying the beauty, enjoying my time alone with the Lord? Why should I do that? I believe in his protection over me, and I have nothing to worry about. Let me put you on pause for 1 second. We got somebody coming by. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Just wanted to give people privacy as they walk along the trail. Not make them feel like they're being recorded. I tried my best not to record people without their consent. You know, as I'm in the park. It'd be different if someone, you know, saw my shirt that says YSMN on it, or saw my gear and wondered what I was doing, or if it was a YouTube channel and asked me questions. That'd be a different story if they were up for an interview or something like that, which I as a matter of fact, speaking of that, I did talk to the gate attendant when I was coming in this morning, and I asked whether or not they were going to have that Sasquatch meeting or Sasquatch gathering / festival here at Piney Run Park in April or May, and the attendant told me yes, that they are planning on it. Last year, it made sense why I missed it now. They said they were doing renovation on the park and didn't have the Sasquatch Festival last year. So that's why I guess I didn't see much advertisement about it. I thought maybe it was my neglect or I missed it or something like that, but apparently I didn't miss anything. They didn't have it due to reconstruction in certain areas. So as you can see, I'm staying on main trails here. It's not like I'm venturing off too far from the main gate. Right now, I'd say I'm about a half a mile from the main gate, but there have been people walking around. And they do have security here riding in golf carts all the time, making sure that things are safe for people. All right, I'm gonna look behind me so you can see what's behind me, all right? All right. Let me know if you see anything unusual, okay? Just trying to enjoy being out here, enjoy the morning. I was looking forward to it all day yesterday. You know, I got my coffee ready this morning and brought my breakfast out to the car with me, and thought I can't wait to get out here with you guys and do another walk. So, let's turn around. Yeah, so, you know, it's different if somebody asks me a question like, oh, I noticed what your shirt says, what do you do? You know, or if I come here during one of the Sasquatch, like one of the Sasquatch get-togethers or whatever this spring here at the park, I could always, you know, ask if somebody, whether on camera or off camera, some people don't like to be, you know, on camera, I understand that, and see if they would like to give a testimony or an interview of maybe any oddities or things that they've noticed in their own property. As a matter of fact, I belong to an app called the Nextdoor app, and on this particular app, neighbors share anomalies that they see going on in their properties, or if their pets are acting strange. And we've actually, you know, we've all discussed it, and a couple of people on the Nextdoor app have told me that live in my neighborhood near Piney Park, oh, I think it's Sasquatch, I think it's Bigfoot. And of course, the majority of the people on the Nextdoor app will laugh, okay? But that's to be expected. All right, let me show you guys behind me some more. I think a lot of what Scott captured was captured behind him. Do you guys remember seeing one of Scott Carpenter's videos where he was walking with his son T-Carp through the Tennessee mountains, and while he was doing so, a white squatch ducked down and stood back up again behind a lot of foliage? Have you seen that footage? If you haven't, go to Scott Carpenter's channel and type in white Sasquatch. He literally had a back cam on, a GoPro back cam on, and apparently he captured something, it was a white one, that literally ducked down and stood back up again and ducked down. I think maybe once it noticed that Scott had a back cam on, it ducked back down again. But if you haven't seen that footage, it's really eerie. So it goes to prove, I think Scott did his job proving these things are out here, okay? And of course, I think the Lord's given me ample evidence as well. But I'm trusting him while I'm here and enjoying being here. But anyway, let's take another look around. I'm trying to take you through trail walks that actually lead near the lake, which are some different areas that I haven't taken you before. There are so many acres of woods here, guys. I mean, for me to cover the 400 acres, it'd probably take me a year with you. So, you know, I'm looking forward to next spring. Can only do so much over the next couple of weeks with the weather turning and everything. So, but thank you for being here with me. If you notice anything unusual, please let me know. I'm out to expose darkness. I'm out to expose that these beings exist. I believe with L.A. Marzulli that these could be the Etherion or some of the beasts of the earth that are unleashed on the earth during the last days. I do. I think they're obeying spiritual laws right now, and they're not coming out and attacking people as often or being let loose on the earth like in record numbers yet, because they're being held back. They're being restrained. Okay, I believe the Holy Spirit is restraining these things from fully coming to pass. So, but I do believe there is going to come a day where men's hearts will fail them for fear for not only what is coming in the sun, moon, and stars, but what is coming on the earth as well. And I think some of these hybrid beings are happening again, just like in the days of Noah. Okay, just like in the days of Noah. But, so forgive me, but if I wear my sunglasses, hey guys, if I wear my sunglasses the whole time while I'm out here, it's just because I'm, you know, I'm taking a subscriber's advice to wear reflective sunglasses instead of just plain sunglasses. So, all right, here, let's look toward the front again. I mean, look at the sun glinting off that water over there. Isn't it gorgeous? What I thought was interesting is we found an anomaly within the very first, 5 minutes of watching this video. We found that 2.5 foot, whatever it was, sticking out of the ground, and it was driven into the ground. It's not like it was a tree and just driven into the ground. I don't know. I don't know what to make of it. I'm just noticing anomalies as we go. Again, look how lightly colored these trees are. The bark on these trees. So when I saw that, you know, it was like a dark figure standing next to a tree like this that a brother sent me. Its legs were starting down here, and its body, it must have gone up 10 feet or more with an arm sticking out on the side. I mean, I can put those pictures back up again if you want. But, you know, I truly do hope people review the footage I'm sending, because I'm really curious to do what Scott did and come out here and see if there's anything unusual or anomalous that can be reported and exposed. Wow, so beautiful. The earth God has given to man, and I refuse to let myself be intimidated from coming out and enjoying it. Oh, there's a squirrel right there. I always love it when I can catch deer on these walks for you guys. Catch some wildlife. I have seen fox through here several times. I don't know if we'll see any today, but I have seen fox through here sometimes. Who knows, maybe we'll see one. The Catoctin Mountains, which are about, I'd say a half hour west of me, they are known for cougar alerts and black bear, so I haven't seen any black bear in my particular area, but when it comes to cougars, here's a story for you. When my children were still young and living at home, I ended up, I'm going to go back up this way and take you on a different trail. When my children were young and still living at home, I had them out at a bus stop one morning and there was a cougar alert out. And sure enough, as my neighbors and I were standing out there waiting for the school bus to come to take our children to school, 2 cougars crossed, I'd say maybe within 50 yards of us. We hurried up, got our kids on the school bus and got inside. I mean, they left us alone, but we do get cougar alerts around here, believe it or not. Or is it coyote? It might be coyote. I'm sorry, not cougar. It might be coyote alerts. But anyway, we get alerts for those. The black bear actually stay in the mountain areas. So sorry about that. I must have misspoke. It's coyotes. It's not necessarily cougars. I correct myself there. All right, I'm going to pause this for now and take you down a different trail, okay? Be right back. Before I take you guys down the new trail I want to take you, because it's off that way and I'm making my way out, I just caught sight of something. I hope I can get up here with my boots. I'm always looking for something anomalous that stands out like a sore thumb. I want to see what you guys think of this. What in the heck is this? I mean, the way this is bent over like this, it's, you know, the tree is firmly in the ground here. And it comes up and around, and all these branches are just bent over like this, like in an arch. I mean, all the branches, I could see maybe one, but I mean, let me see if I can stand back further and you get a better view of it. It just looked unusual to me. Maybe nothing, okay? I'm just showing you guys what might be anomalous, but what is this thing? Just kind of, you know, it starts here, goes around, and how all the branches seem to be like interwoven with one another down toward the ground. But I just wanted to get you a view of that. As I was walking by to get to the other trail, I saw it. And I thought to myself, what an odd looking thing that is. You know, like right through here, all the way around. Anyway, let's get to that other trail. I just wanted to show you that. See what you guys think. Okay guys, I'm back. I'm going to be filming behind me as we head to the new trail, okay? I'm just going to film behind me. See if you notice anything off to my sides behind me. The sun doesn't help, the glare doesn't help, does it? But this is a behind me view. And I'll go ahead and film behind me until we get to this new trail walk I wanted to show you. So where I'm about to take you, I haven't been before, at least with you. I've done it on my own, but it's a new trail walk with you guys. But I figured I'd just do a little bit more filming from behind me. Pan around real quick. Like I said, some of you have a really good eye, have software where you can help me notice things. You know what I really need to do is save up for whatever God gives me for birthdays, Christmas. Just keep saving up. Sometimes I sell things on Facebook Marketplace. You know, I'll use that to earn a few extra dollars. But I need to save up and get a better laptop because my laptop's like 4 years old now. And it can't support any of the latest software that a lot of YouTubers use. So I really would like to save up for that. If you could pray for me over that, I'd like to save up for that and just put it away to get a decent laptop. I probably spent $100 4 years ago on Amazon for a Chromebook that I'm using. So it does the job, but I really would like to be able to use a newer laptop maybe that has updated technology where I can use some software that a lot of other YouTubers use. I just haven't had the finances or the ways to do it. So here's the other trail that I'm going to take you down. I may put it towards the front. Okay, so this trail is going to lead out that way. I just took you from that direction. We walked all the way around that way around the lake, came back, and now we're going to head this way. Let's see what we can find. But, you know, for me, it's refreshing out here, guys. You know, I know some people don't like the outdoors. I really do. I just love being outside. Okay, this is a front view that I'm showing you. We're coming down closer to the lake again, but this is where the trail's taking me, so, and I've yet to bring you this way. I've probably only shown you maybe, in the last 6 to 8 weeks, I've probably only shown you maybe 100 acres or so of what's really available out here, honestly. So I'm glad I'm wearing some decent boots. They're more of a, I'll show you what I've got on here. They're more of a, they got good shock absorption on them. They've got some good grip on them. So I, you know, instead of wearing the other flat shoes I was wearing before, I figured I'd wear something like this that would grip the ground since it got a little bit muddy here last night. Oh, it doesn't look like this trail goes very far. It ends right down here at the dock. That's okay. At least it's something different. Still some pretty red colors here. I'm just looking at things that are interesting here. Yeah, I don't think there's another beaten path that goes any farther than this trail down here, so I might have to turn around and come back. Oh, wait a minute. I don't know. Let me see. Let me check real quick with you guys and see if this goes along the water. If not, we'll head somewhere else. Oh, you know what? It just might. Let me see. I don't remember this. It's a pretty steep incline, so I have to be slow. My surgeon would not thank me if I took a fall out here. I had to do some reconstruction, would he? Ah, so we do have a trail that comes down this way. Okay, perfect. So let's go see what we got down here. So we came from up that way. Now we're gonna come around this way. Yeah, the last thing I need is to go in and say, well, I was taking walks through the woods and had a little bit of an accident there, doctor, but thankfully none of that's happened, so. All right, let's see. All right, I'm gonna film behind me again, so let me turn the camera behind me and I'll start panning around. Okay, so I'm gonna start panning around from behind. See if you guys notice anything unusual. There were a couple times, you know what I noticed is that Scott would take walks like this where he'd film himself like this or with his gimbal, or I should say his GoPro, and he would say as he was walking like this, and there would be a side view next to him as he was walking along the Tennessee mountain trails. He said he had coworkers and friends and relatives that would notice things ducking down and standing back up or peeking out from behind a tree. So let me know if you see anything like that. Because I believe the last time I was here, not this past time, but the last time I was here, I do believe that I was being monitored. Now I did rebuke them, and I prayed before I started this walk today. I prayed for the Father's protection, so I trust that. Let me see here. That doesn't mean I'm alone though, does it? Doesn't necessarily mean I'm alone. We deal with powers and principalities, whether seen or unseen, everywhere we go. Pan around. Thanks for coming with me again, guys. I primarily wanted to bring you on the lake views with these walks for now. I probably won't go too far up this trail. A lot of it, if I show you, is uphill, and it's kind of weighing on my foot. A lot of it's uphill. I'll go a few more yards and then make my way down. I mean, I've seen a couple things that over the years that, you know, even before I started a YouTube channel, because like I said, I've lived here for 20 years and I've come out here to walk for years. I've seen things that I used to overlook that never made sense to me before, like wood knocks, or, you know, rocks being thrown, or acorns being thrown, or trees bent in odd positions. I've seen things like that before in the past, but before the Lord opened my eyes to Sasquatch and modern Nephilim, I never paid it any attention. I really didn't. You know, my eyes hadn't been open to that yet. So, and it was not like I was out looking for it. I didn't see it. I didn't pay attention to it. As a matter of fact, when my my friend's husband told me that they had Sasquatch activity in their yard, I laughed. And this was probably about 5 or 6 years ago. I was one of the scoffers, guys. I was. I wasn't mean and nasty about it, but I definitely scoffed, laughing like, you know, right, sure. Sure you did. And now I realize, after having my own experiences, seeing them on this channel, coming up on film in my sunglasses, witnessing activity at my friend's house in Pennsylvania. I mean, she's had deck furniture thrown off her deck. She's had rocks thrown at her house. Her house has been banged on. There's been orbs sighted outside her infrared light cameras. Now, thanks to the Lord, I have not had any, sorry, I'm a little out of breath. I haven't had any banging on my house, thanks to the Lord. You know, but I have had the orbs. I've had red orbs. I've had white orbs. I showed you the white orb that flew by when I was taking a picture of the sunset off to the west off my deck. I showed you that. And for those of you who are new subscribers, welcome. If you would like, I can re-upload that video for you, okay? And show you how it was happenstance. By my estimation, it was coincidence. It wasn't coincidence in the hands of God, because I'm standing out there just taking a picture of a sunset. I like, you know, amateur photography and astronomy, and all of a sudden, this white orb flew by my phone. And I just happened to capture it. And this was 3 days after I asked the Holy Spirit for confirmation whether or not one of those beings drove that staff into my ground. And I truly believe that was his confirmation to me. There's no way I could have timed that. So if any of you are new here, welcome. I can always re-upload that video so you can see that visual proof, both in video and in picture, okay? So I'm gonna pause it for now, take you guys up a different trail in a few moments. Hold on. Okay guys, I'm back. I keep putting on pause because I don't want to drag this video on everywhere I go. I just, you know, show you the most important parts. Here's that stick again as I'm leaving those trails. The lake is down that way, and those 2 trails I took you on were that way. Now we're heading this way. I wanted to show you that stick one more time. When the video first started, it was within like the first 5 minutes of the video. Look at that thing. I mean, if you see it, like, just, what is that, you know? I mean, it may be nothing, you know, I don't want to see Sasquatch under every rock and every tree, but it just seems to be unusual to me. I don't know what you guys think. That's part of the reason why I'm filming, is to get your opinion. I mean, you know, I've seen something like that in my yard before. And if I didn't know that modern Nephilim existed, I wouldn't even give this a second thought. And like I said before, I tried to pull it out of the ground, and I couldn't. I mean, I'm like pulling it hard, and I cannot, there's no way I can move it. Now, this is about the size of the branch, or the staff that was driven into my ground. Of course, the staff that was driven into my ground was easily, I'd say, well, actually I measured it. It was 58.5 inches long, 3 inches thick, and driven 6 inches into the ground. And to me, tree fall doesn't do that. And we haven't had snowfall yet. So I'm not sure what this is all about. But before I take you up to another trail, I just wanted to show you this one more time. What do you think of it? I'm not sure what to make of it. Okay guys, I'm just starting this up for a few seconds to let you know where I'm at right now. I'm taking a little bit of a break, and then I need to follow a trail up this way. And that'll be the last trail I'll take you on, where I'm going to go up those wooden stairs. Remember I told you last time I came? Okay, actually there's 2 stories behind those wooden stairs that I showed you. For those of you who didn't see my trail walk videos, the first time I did a trail walk, there were a set of wooden stairs that I felt the Holy Spirit tell me not to go up. And I didn't realize why until after the film was uploaded and edited. And I definitely saw a being sitting there on those stairs. And I didn't know that at the time. Okay, I circled it. I put it in the post community section of the channel. You can look up the pictures, or I can repost them. But the first time I went that way, I felt the Holy Spirit tell me no. Last week when I came here, I looked at the stairs just from a distance, but I didn't go up them. Today, I'm going to go up them. All right, if I feel the Holy Spirit leading me to. So I'm just going to sit right here and take a break for a moment, get a drink, and then start the video again once I get to those stairs. All right, so just bear with me for a few minutes. Now, as I filmed for you guys, I'm about ready to go back up that trail I was telling you about. It's heading up in front of me this way. If I get there and I find the Holy Spirit telling me no, don't do it, I won't do it. All right, so I'll obey the leading of the Holy Spirit. Father, please guide me as I go up that way and let me know if you want me there or not. If I feel peace from you, I'll go. If not, I'll turn around. But I wanted to try and make this might be my last attempt to come to the park for the season, because the weather's supposed to get cold again. So I wanted to see if I could try one more attempt to maybe see what's up those stairs and around the corner. But you know, like I said, if I'm sitting here and you guys notice anything unusual in my glasses, let me know. Or anything once we upload the videos. Use whatever software you have that maybe I don't have, and let me know if you see anything anomalous, okay? Anyway, just taking a sip. I made myself some punch this morning. Just taking a little bit of a break at a picnic table, and loving this weather this morning. And once I finish uploading this particular trail walk for you guys, it's going to take a while. It takes longer to upload from my phone to YouTube. While I'm waiting for that to happen, I'll have lunch, and then I'll set everything up. I'll find a nice area at a picnic table to set up, and we can do our live chat for this afternoon. And I'm going to try and time the live chat more for like noon, between 11 and noon, so that other people can join in, because a lot of people don't have, weekend mornings aren't convenient for them. But I hope we get a good turnout. All right, I'll see you in a few minutes, and our next stop are those wooden stairs, Lord willing. All right, guys, here's that sapling that I found you before during that last video. I found it again, where my phone cut out on me twice. It's very hard to see because of the way the sun is shining on it, but here it is. Last time I recorded this, my phone quit twice on me. And I've heard of things like that happening, if there's any electromagnetic anomalies in the area, or if there's anything strange going on. But remember I showed you this before? To me, okay, it starts down here, and I showed you this in my last video, and the leaves are still alive, which means this is a living sapling here. This is the leaves from this sapling. And, I've heard, okay, I'm not an expert, but I've heard that there are reasons for these types of markings. Maybe warning people off from going on the other side. They want you over on the other side, I'm not sure. But this is what caused my phone to shut off last time, twice. And before I left the park last time, I was bound and determined. I was getting ready to pull out of the driveway and said, nope, I'm going to go back and try and get it a third time. And thankfully I did. But this, see if I can get a better angle for you guys. The sun is not helping right now. This looks like to me, like it, and it's not completely broken if you can see it. Maybe you get a better angle that way. It's bent over, but purposely not broken. And we've had no snowfall so far this year. Wind didn't do this. Something with opposable thumbs had to do this. And there's green leaves at the bottom. Right there. So could it be that, people on these trails that are walking by are being told to stay on the other side? I really don't know. But I figured I'd show you. Let me step back here. I don't know if you see anything unusual through here or not. I'm heading down toward the wooden stairs. It's down this way and around the corner. I'll get you there in just a minute. But I wanted to find that sapling again. It still has the live leaves on it. It's not a dead tree. It's alive, which means this happened recently. And here, you've got like what looks like something bent it without the intention of breaking it entirely. And there are sometimes I've heard with these modern Nephilim that they use these as markers. Maybe it's a marker for people on trails to stay on the other side. I really don't know. This is all conjecture on my part, guys, so just bear with me. But I'm glad I was able to capture it again. All right, here, let me take you to the stairs. Be right back. All right, I'm heading to the stairs. I'm just going to film behind me as I go towards the stairs, okay? So behind me again, here we go. I'm so thankful I found these for like $3.99 yesterday. I'm not one of those expensive people. I don't have the money anyway, but I'm one of those people where, you know, I'll go to Walmart and pick up that $5 handbag or those $3 pair of sunglasses. That's just who I am. You know, heck, I'll go to Goodwill and pick up my jeans or maybe some skirts for church or something like that. You know, I don't pay full price for things. Not only do I have the money, but I just refuse to pay full price for it. I'd rather I can find nice things with tags on them at Goodwill. You know, I'll go to thrift stores and things like that, or sometimes get hand-me-downs of things that people don't want, and I take it. So, but anyway, I just figured I'd give you guys I think that's why I want to save up my money to end up getting because my laptop is 4 years old, and that's okay. But save up my money to do that and maybe get some software that will be more compatible with an updated computer and processor so that I can put out more maybe high quality videos for you guys. So because I really want to put my life's effort into this channel. Okay, I really want to put all my effort and my heart into it. All right, so let's keep walking, and I'll keep looking behind while I'm walking, and we'll get you to those stairs. There they are. I can see them from here. Hopefully you don't see anything unusual, but I don't know. You know, the way these beings camouflage themselves, at least from what I've seen from Scott Carpenter's YouTube videos, they know how to camouflage themselves so well that they could be standing 20 yards from you and you won't see them. I mean, I remember watching Scott Carpenter thinking to his videos, thinking to myself, oh my goodness, Scott, this being was literally 10, 20, 30 yards from you, and he didn't know it until after he uploaded his video. That unnerved me a little bit, I have to admit. So let's make our way down to the stairs, and as soon as we get to the stairs, I will go ahead and give you a frontal view, okay? But I just want to show you behind me as I'm walking. Coming around now. So the last 2 times I brought you guys down here, I avoided going up these stairs. I told you why. The first time, I felt the Holy Spirit telling me no. I prayed about it first, and I don't feel any kind of disturbing feeling. So let me give you a frontal view, and we'll go up the stairs together and see what's up there. All right, so here are the stairs over up that way. I'm going to take you that way up the stairs, and then this is the view panning around, looking around behind me. That almost looks like a swampy area where the lake empties into. It's very still and swampy and filled with algae, it looks like. Not much water movement going on down there. There's a trail going up that way. I haven't been yet. Maybe I'll decide to go up there next time if I come back to the park one more time. And I love how they have the trail markers out, so I know exactly where I'm at. Okay, so let's head up the stairs. There's another trail marking here. Okay, so the last 2 times, first time I came up here, Father told me no, don't go up there. Now I know why. Family members saw the being, I had subscribers see the being, neighbors saw it, and when I walked up these stairs, to me it looked like it was sitting like right about maybe here, like here on the stairs. So I'm looking down the stairs right now. That's where I came up from. And it might have been sitting like right about here. And as I was standing right there filming, I literally felt a strong feeling from the Holy Spirit saying, do not go up that way. So I didn't. So let's go up these stairs and see what we can find, shall we? I don't think I've been up this way before, and if I have, it has been many years. looks like there's a squirrel over there playing around in the tree. I always love catching wildlife. I haven't seen any deer today though. I'm a little bit disappointed about that. I haven't seen any deer. Let me go back down again, but this is how high up these stairs were. But the being was down like towards here. And I remember in a picture that I took for you guys, I circled it in red and put it in the community section. So all right, we did it. We came up the stairs this time. I just had to pray about it because I don't like to do something without being in prayer and seeking the Holy Spirit about it. So why don't we go up this way? All right, there's two trails. This trail goes that way. And then there's a trail that goes this way, which I'm gonna take, that's gonna head me back toward the main pavilions and where my car is. Okay, and I'm gonna flip the back view on. All right, so let's flip the back view on as we're walking. I'm gonna head back up towards where my car is. Maybe grab some lunch, upload this trail walk video for you guys, and get set up for our live stream, which I'm really looking forward to. As a matter of fact, you know, I have to admit, I didn't do live streams for 6 years. I did live chats, but I didn't, you know, I'd record a video and do a live chat, but I didn't do a live stream because I didn't know what the turnout would be. So I didn't really bother to do it. But the last 2 times I've done live chats, I mean, the first time we did a live chat, we had over 200 people joining in, and the second time I looked at the statistics, and we had over 400 people that watched. And we're joining in and watching and commenting. I mean, it just blew me away. I was like, wow, Lord, I didn't know that there would be that much participation if I did a live stream. So, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for sharing the videos. I really do thank you. Just pan around. Sometimes I think it's important to pan around and just see what's going on. Let me hold this up a little higher. Need to get my selfie stick up higher next time. I think I have it a little too low. We are our own worst critics, are we not? I know I am. All right, let me put it in front of us so you can see the view ahead as we walk back toward where the main areas are. Look at the beautiful red on this tree. The beautiful fiery red. Yellows, reds, beautiful. Still some greens. But what I've showed you guys is just the tip of the iceberg of this park. I mean, honestly, if I were to stray off on the hundreds of acres of woods that are here, oh my goodness, it would probably take me hours, which I'm not prepared to do right now. Let me know if you see anything odd. Remember, we're all working together on this channel to expose darkness, okay? To expose that Satan is at work. There are powers and principalities that are visible and invisible. We are here to expose the enemy. So let me know if you notice anything that maybe I don't see. Hopefully we don't, but if we do, let me know because it needs to be exposed. I've had a few people email me. Here we go. We're coming out near a main road here up here. I figured as much. I see some cars up that way. So we went up the stairs. Nothing unusual there. Let me look at the view behind me. Hope you guys are enjoying this beautiful day with me. I think the next warm day we're going to have here in Sykesville, Maryland is going to be next Wednesday. And I planned on not coming to the park necessarily, but maybe just sitting outside in my yard and doing a live stream from there. And just getting out and enjoying, and maybe I'll try one more time before the park closes to get a walk in, and maybe another live stream. All right, let's go around to the front. Okay, I'm about ready to cut it off here and upload this video for you guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. Here, let me cut up through this way. Just a different scenic walk. Kind of a more open area. I think it's pretty. Look at the tree colors. Aren't they beautiful? Against the blue sky. I love stuff like this. And of course I get the exercise I need to. And I don't feel so alone because I have you guys with me. So let's walk up this way. This is kind of a shortcut to where my car is. I think I'm gonna grab a snack, something to drink because I'm a little thirsty. All right, there's a car driving by. I don't want to film it. I want to keep people's privacy. So the stairs were down that way, down through the woods that way. We came up and around, up this trail, and now we're coming up the hill. Okay guys, I've come to a main road here. Let me turn around, I'm sorry. I'm gonna cut the trail walk for now. It's been like over 50 minutes of a trail walk. Thanks for sticking with me through it. I hope it wasn't boring for you. I hope that you enjoyed it. It wasn't too much. If you see anything anomalous, let me know. And of course, let me know what you think about this couple of anomalous things that I found during the trail walk. In the first 5 minutes of the trail walk, and I showed you a couple other anomalies. So if you want in the comment section to just let me know what you think, I'd really appreciate it. If it's nothing, say YSMN, it's nothing. Let it go. If it is something and you think it's something and you have a leading from the Holy Spirit, I'd like to know that too. But I'm going to end it here. I want to thank you guys for watching and for coming with me on this walk. Again, it hasn't been so lonely for me because I've had you guys with me, so I thank you for that. And I hope you enjoyed the colors, the scenery. I enjoyed bringing you guys with me. And we finally made it up the stairs, didn't we? Wasn't afraid to go up there this time, thanks to the Holy Spirit. But okay, more to come soon. I'm going to upload this video, and after this video is uploaded from my phone, which may take a while, I'm going to try and set up a live chat with my laptop at a bench, okay, deep within the woods where we can get some good scenery and spend a couple hours chatting live, okay? God bless you guys. Thank you for coming with me, and thank you for praying for me. Talk to you soon.